Welcome back to the Crypto Power Hour, the #1 crypto show on Rumble, of course, powered by our friends over at Solum Global, with your hosts, Lance Migliaccio and George Ballantine. It's your ultimate deep dive into everything crypto. Good morning, George Ballantine. How are you, buddy?
Is it good? Is it a good morning? I don't know. It's Friday. How's it going?
7 a.m.
Yeah. 7 a.m. What are we doing? We're doing a crypto show. Why? Because we're trying to educate you. Get you ready for the crypto. It's going to bump up soon. Watch. Hopefully.
I agree.
Things are going to change.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes. A lot of people don't recognize. Hopefully through this show, we help educate you, give you a chance to get in on generational wealth. I'm not telling you to bet the farm. I'm just saying don't get left out.
Yeah. Don't get left out. You all right?
Yeah, I just wanted to cough, so I just took a cough switch, muted myself for a minute.
Oh.
Just had to cough for a second. Well, here we are, early morning, got our coffee going, got the energy drinks going, you know.
What coffee? I don't got coffee or energy drink.
I don't know why you don't have coffee.
I don't know why either.
It's a personal problem.
You know why? Because I don't have a good girlfriend or wife to want to make me a cup.
Sure. Are you suggesting that somebody at my house is making me coffee? Because if they are, I sure haven't been clued in on it.
I don't know. You got a mother there, you got a mother-in-law there, and the wifey. Yeah, you probably ain't getting shit.
Nobody is making me coffee. Nobody. No. I make my own coffee, but that's why I have a Keurig, because I think it's easier to use a Keurig than anything else. I use instant.
I don't have a Keurig.
I use instant. Old habits die hard. Lots of times in the past when I was overseas and otherwise, all you had was a bag of instant.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. All right. Well, we're going to dig in, of course, as usual. George got an education piece for us.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Do a sponsor?
Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it. Crypto. Yeah, we love it. We also love our gold and silver. The Prepper Bar, of course, this is your solution. What do I say? It's a 62.2 gram Prepper Bar. It's perforated. Very easy to break off a small piece to make a payment. You don't want to have to walk around with a 1 ounce gold token or a 1 ounce silver token and make a payment with a pair of tin snips. That sounds like a pain in the rear. The Prepper Bar solves that. It's 62.2 grams of silver or gold. And again, it doesn't matter whether it's for asset protection from inflation, diversification, economic turmoil, or in the case of the Prepper Bar, it's a very unique utility for barter and trade. Makes a perfect gift for everyone, stocking stuffer, birthdays, any holiday, Hanukkah, you name it. Everybody should have some gold and silver. It's a great gift for your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, children, wife, girlfriend, whatever. At these prices, who doesn't like gold and silver? Now, listen, they've got them in stock, but they're very low on the silver. Let me forewarn you there over our friends at Genesis Gold Group. Now, these guys have been in the business for decades. No counterfeit gold or silver coming out of their place. Although there's tons of counterfeit gold and silver on eBay, so you better be careful who you buy your gold and silver from. That's why we picked the guys at Genesis Gold Group to do business with. Of course, head over to thebigmigbar.com. That's right, thebigmigbar.com. Again, let them know you're coming in from the show, 888-526-7154, 888-526-7154, thebigmigbar.com, or you can use that QR code to go. Makes it very easy. George did that for you. Always easy.
I try.
Break me off a piece of that Prepper Bar.
Hey, Lance, what we were just talking about before our show started about her bank account, it hit.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Listen, so if you'd like to sponsor this show or our regular show on Rumble, our regular show is Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Couple ways to support us. A, you can do a $5 paid subscription here. You can just hit the paid. We hit you for $5 a month. It's a great way to support the show if you like the education. You can give us a Rumble Rant tip during the show. We always appreciate those tips. Or, of course, you can give us some crypto in the Perplexity wallet, our Rumble wallet. It's linked to the show. You also hit us up over at thebigmig.com. You can also give us crypto over there at that website. And then, of course, if you'd like to sponsor this show, it's the #1 show on Rumble based on views. You can hit us up over at info@thebigmig.com, and we'll take a look at what you're offering and love to have you. And we're always looking for top interviews, so feel free to hit us up over here, and maybe we'll interview you. We like to look at prime projects, no pump and dump stuff. So you got a great altcoin or a great project online, love to have you on the show. All right. Staking versus yield farming. So what are we looking at? How you turn your crypto into passive income. Listen, you know, it's important, right? You want to know how to take a passive income. You never want to just have it sitting there. Of course, yield farming lets your crypto earn real passive income, of course, through trading fees, staking rewards, and protocol incentives. And again, often delivering sustainable yields of 5 to 25% and plus API a year. Now, yeah, you're right. The banking system doesn't want it. They want to stop it. That's all the dispute over the Clarity Act. But look at like liquid staking with Lido. That gives you staking rewards by keeping your Ethereum fully liquid to use in other DeFi strategies. Restaking on the Elgin layer, you know, that stacks extra yield in the same Ethereum by securing additional networks, creating multiple income layers from one asset. Yep, you can't do that at the bank. That's for damn sure. And look, it's impermanent loss is the biggest risk in liquidity pools. It happens when asset prices diverge, but fees and rewards can often offset it. And you always want to start safe. We tell you very often on this show, start with a stable coin. Those pools or liquid staking tokens, you know, then scale into boosted vaults and auto compounders for higher returns with managed risk. And always prioritize audited protocols with high, you know, TVLs. Diversify and have an exit plan. Never chase the highest API blindly. Make sure you've done some work. Let's dig into this stuff, George. Let's get into some of the details. Let's talk about why smart money isn't just holding crypto in 2026.
All right, hold on. Let me put the thing up. So, yeah, it's one of those mornings. Roll with it, people. Roll with it. That's right. All right, Lance said, why smart money isn't just holding crypto in 2026? Now, I just want to bring something up. Lance brought up, going to be talking about turning crypto into income, right? Staking, farming, mining. Staking. We're waiting for this Clarity Act to pass. And one of the things about it is the bankers are trying to stop crypto exchanges from doing staking because it's going to hurt their ability to make money with their low interest rates that they give you on savings account because they're just going to be taken away. So that's one of the things. So, I mean, once this Clarity Act does pass, a lot of things are going to change, but let's go into it. Why smart money isn't just holding crypto in 2026? Well, if you look at simply just if you want to just look like I don't know, hold your crypto in a wallet like parking your money in a savings account that pays zero interest. Smart investors, they're going to put their assets to work through yield farming and liquidity provision. Now, this will help generate passive income while they're sleeping. Now, DeFi's total value, they've locked remains strong. It's there. It's holding. And with liquid staking and restaking leading the way, Lido manages tens of billions in TVL. Think about that. While Elgin Layer has driven restaking TVL into the double-digit billions. Minge, that's a lot. Now, these strategies will turn idle crypto into productive capital earning from trading fees, staking rewards, and protocol incentives. Now, what Lance and I are going to do today, we're going to move from basic yield concepts to practical 2026 strategies. No hype. We're not going to hype you guys up. We're going to give you clear mechanics. We're going to give you real examples and risk management. By the end of the show, you'll know how to start earning passive income without staring at charts all day. I mean, who the hell wants to stare at charts? I mean, there's a chart right there, right? First thing I see in this chart, it looks like hot dogs, right? The red and green things.
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? Yeah. Even the guy looks like maybe he's cooking, or even though it's a pig with glasses, but if you look real fast, like, what? I mean, that's what it is. But let's go into yield farming. Let me get the other visual for you guys. We're going to get into it right here. So we're going to go yield farming versus traditional staking. Now, what is yield farming? I'm glad Lance asked and all you were asking. It's a process of actively putting your crypto assets to work in DeFi protocols to earn what? Rewards. What are rewards? It's like making interest, man. It goes beyond simple staking. Traditional staking means locking your tokens, like, I don't know, Ethereum, anything. Bitcoin you could stake, XRP, whatever. And this will help secure a proof of stake blockchain. In return, you earn native staking rewards. And guess what? You're going to earn around 3 to 5%. That's APY for Ethereum. Now, depending on network conditions, though, certain networks have different things, so you have to check them around. We've always told you that in other shows. You can always go to different networks, see what's going on. There's tools to help you do that. There's trading bots, everything. So what's the downside? Your assets are usually locked or less flexible. That's okay, though, right? Yield farming expands this, though. You deposit assets into liquidity pools, lending markets, or automated vaults. You'll earn a combination of trading fees from users swapping on DEXs with additional governments or incentive tokens from the protocol and staking rewards if your assets are staked. How can you not beat that? In 2026, yields have matured. Now, you can expect realistic, sustainable APIs, stablecoin focused strategies that are going to often deliver around 4 to 12%. Liquid staking token and Ackerman's LSTs, a lot of Ackermans in crypto. They play around 7 to 15%. And their boosted or layered strategies can reach 10 to 25% when fees and incentives align. Tell me, what bank is going to do that for you? I'm waiting. I'm looking in the chat. Nothing, Lance. Nothing, there's no bank in there saying they're going to do that for you. Of course not. The key is
Why would they? Why would they?
No, the key to this is you have to understand the higher APY usually comes with higher risk. Now think of it this way. Holding is passive ownership. Staking is passive security work. Yield farming is putting your crypto on the job to generate multiple income streams. Not bad, right? Look at that. Let me go back now. So now we have liquidity mining provision deep dive. Plus impairment loss explained. Now, Lance, I know you like the mining stuff. I know you're at with that. So liquid provision, what is it? I don't know. It's one of the core ways to earn in DeFi. You deposit 2 or more tokens in a decentralized exchange's liquidity pool. Now, I'll give you an example. If you go, I don't know, Ethereum or USDC and do it on Uniswap or stablecoins on Curve, the pool uses an automated market maker model. There's typically a constant product formula which automatically adjusts prices based on supply and demand. Now, when traders swap tokens in the pool, they pay a small fee. Usually it could be 0.05 to 3%. Now, as a liquidity provider, you earn a share of these fees proportional to your contribution. Now, here's how impermanent loss works. When you deposit, the pool maintains a balanced value ratio, often 50-50. Now, if the price of one token rises or falls significantly relative to the other, arbitrage traders rebalance the pool by buying the cheaper asset and selling the more expensive one. What's the result? When you withdraw, you often end up with more of a depreciated token and less of the appreciated one compared to simply holding the original assets. Now, this difference in value is called impermanent loss. Oh my God. I got my tongue tied on that one.
That's a tongue twister right there.
And put up the graphic.
Loss.
So, what is it? Impermanent? Yeah, impermanent. So, because its prices return to the original ratio, the loss disappears. But, and there's a big but, in volatile markets, it can reduce your total returns. Now, I'll give you an example. Deposit equal value of Ethereum and USDC when Ethereum is 2,000. If Ethereum doubles to 4,000, the pool rebalances. You'll have less Ethereum and more USDC than if you just held. Now, the dollar value might still be up, but less pure holding. Now, trading fees and extra rewards can help offset this or actually even exceed their loss over time. Now, mitigation strategies in 2026, they'll use stablecoin pairs. Let's say USDC and USDT, where it is minimal. That's what they say, but choose concentrated liquidity on Uniswap V3 to focus your capital on expected price ranges. Opt for correlated assets like ST Ethereum and Ethereum, or use 80-20 weighted pools on Balancer. And this is for lower volatility exposure. Now, you can always compare potential fee revenue against expected IL before depositing. So always look at that. I should put up the other graph. It's hard to put up graphs.
It's an interesting one. You know, you wonder what's the real value if you're going to lose value, you know?
Yeah.
It's a tough strategy.
It is. But, you know, there's different things you could do here. You don't have to take the more higher risk and, you know, do for the short thing. I always like the short thing. When it comes to money, I mean, if you have a lot of money, then you can take higher risks. You know what I mean? Because you got money to, you know, play around with. But when you don't, I want to
emphasize, nothing we're telling you is financial advice on this show. We just want you to be educated, and you want to talk to your own financial advisors. You want to talk to licensed financial advisors, but at the same time, you don't want to go in there ignorantly. You want to be able to talk the lingo and understand what's going on. And that's why you're here on the Crypto Power Hour, because we try to break it down for you. Of course, we always expect that you're going to take the information and do more education independently. So you can use AI to do that, or you can just do your own research on YouTube, on any of the search engines, of course, whichever ones you prefer, Brave or DuckDuckGo or Google, whatever one you prefer.
You want to go? You want me to go?
No, I'm happy to jump right in. I think we got to talk about some of the hot plays. And that, I think those would include liquid staking, restaking, and boosted strategies. So liquid staking solves the liquidity problem of what I would consider traditional staking with Lido. You know, you're going to deposit, as an example, let's say you deposit Ethereum and you're going to receive ST Ethereum, staked Ethereum. That's a liquid token that represents your staked position. You continue earning the Ethereum's base staking rewards, which are normally 3 to 4% API in 2026. But you can still freely trade, lend, or use your ST Ethereum in other DeFi protocols. So Lido, this particular product remains the dominant player with massive TVL and deep liquidity. Restaking takes this further. So protocols like the Elgin layer that I mentioned earlier, let you take your stake Ethereum, which is your ST Ethereum, or native staked Ethereum, and restake it to a secure additional decentralized service called actively validated services. The acronym, as usual, there is always one in this business, AVS. So things like oracles, bridges, or data availability layers. Your capital now does double or triple duty. So you get your base, you earn your base Ethereum staking. That's that 3% per annum yield we talked about. And then you get extra rewards for securing other networks. And you're also going to receive points or incentives that might lead to future airdrops. So as an example, this is 2026 now, restaking TVL sits in the high teens of billions, with the Elgin layer commanding the majority share. Combined yields, of course, will take your returns. Now, this is a big number when you think about it. When you think about a money market versus this, you can get 5 to 12% or more depending on AVS selection. So liquid restaking tokens from platforms like ether.fi, you can go check them out. That's ether.fi, makes this even more capital efficient. So there's boosted strategies that layer on top deposits, LSTs into Curve, or maybe balancer pools for trading fees. So you can stake the resulting LP tokens into Convex or similar to earn boosted CRV or CVX rewards. Or you can use what they call auto compounding vaults. And those are offered by like Yearn Finance or Beefy Finance. Those are smart contracts that automatically harvest rewards, reinvest them, and optimize across protocols. So they charge a small performance fee, but they call these flywheels or stacked yield approaches. And they become very popular in 26 because they maximize capital efficiency without requiring constant trading. So it's layer upon layer to add to your return. So you guys are thinking, okay, well, look, this sounds too good to be true, but it's complicated. And yes, it is a little complicated. You're going to need to lift your educational game. This isn't something you just jump into. But you can start by doing it a little bit. And then if you like what's going on, you can do more. But you always want to think about risk. We always want to give you on this show, we always want to give you portfolio tips or maybe even tools. So, let me be clear. Yield farming is not risk-free. We talked about impermanent loss. There are smart contract exploits or bugs. There are token price crashes that affect rewards or collateral. So slashing risk and restaking, if invalidators or misbehaving on AVSs. There's regulatory changes. We still have some regulatory uncertainty. You guys know that. And look, you got to think about all the deep pegs in stable coins and opportunity costs, the gas fees. So you always want to have what I consider smart risk management. Start small, test with $100 to $5 to learn the mechanics, and then diversify across 2 or 3 uncorrelated strategies. Maybe one stable pool, or maybe go to one LST based or one boosted vault, and stick to the battle tested protocols with the high TVLs. And you want to look at the ones that have multiple audits. The ones that come to mind are the ones we mentioned. We try to give you some of the most secure, which is Lido, Elgin Layer, Curve, Yearn, Convex, which is CONVEX, and of course, Beefy. I always think of that one. I always think, where's the beef? And you want to monitor your positions. You want to use tools like DeFi Llama, and that'll give you real-time API, Y, and TVLs. Zapper or Yearn dashboards, those are the dashboards you can use, and those are one-click management. And you want to look at portfolio trackers like the bank. Always set clear rules. Take profits at the targets you establish, right? You want to rebalance quarterly like you would any portfolio, and have an exit plan if market conditions shift. Remember, sustainable yield, of course, beats chasing, 100% plus APY farms that often collapse. Treat this like building a diversified income portfolio, just like you would with, mutual funds, or you would with a stock portfolio. This isn't a lottery ticket, okay? This is recurring yield that can add to your return. So if Ethereum goes up, you're still going to make out. You still own your Ethereum. You didn't have to sell it. And now on top of Ethereum going up, you can get this high yield, which if you think about it, this could completely change your retirement. Again, I'm not telling you to bet the farm. I'm telling you to do it in a manner that you spread the risk. This is all, this is an evolving market, right? We're seeing higher and higher returns, and this has all got to do with yield farming liquidity provisions. There's a lot of reliable ways to generate passive income from your crypto. And it's going to go far beyond any of the wild incentive farms of the earlier years, which there was a lot of scams out there. So you can keep it simple with a stablecoin pool on Curve, or you can go for liquidity staking on Lido, or you can stack yields through a place like Elgin Layer, or you can use restaking and auto compounders like Yearn or Beefy. Now, the power comes from understanding the mechanics. You got to really learn the process and respecting the risks. Your action steps this week. Choose what. I'm going to give you guys some homework here. So listen closely. You choose one low to medium risk strategy. Deposit a small amount, and I emphasize a small amount, $100 to $500 in stablecoin pool, or stake it on Lido, and then track your first rewards and say, "Hey, that's great. I made this much." And then share your experience or screenshot in the comments. Come in here to the next show. We'll be here on Wednesday at 7 a.m. And, and we'll highlight some of that stuff and talk about maybe what you guys have already gotten, who's making what moves, and kind of learn together. So, you want to do your own research. Don't just listen to George and Lance, although we're trying to help you get in. Do your own homework. Don't just stop here. You want to farm yield responsibly, and then keep building your crypto knowledge, which is why you're here on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. and Fridays at 7 a.m. And the idea is, when you think about coming here, and it's always, we like to call these the DeFi Power Academy. We're going to be talking a lot of DeFi mastery next time, and maybe we'll go into restaking, George, maybe restaking derivatives and maybe full risk frameworks. But in the meantime, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. You want to do the $5 subscription? Fantastic. We're always going to try to help you guys, lift you up, give you the education. We're going to take a short break here on the Crypto Power. When we come back, what are we going to do? We're going to bring you some top news, top information, lots of stuff going on in the crypto and DeFi and blockchain market. We want to keep you ahead of the curve, and that's why you're here on the Crypto Power Hour. And don't forget, available on YouTube again now. We got back on YouTube, and you can find us on every major podcast platform. Get out there, follow us on YouTube, follow us on social media. We'll be right back with George Valentine, Lance Migliaccio, #1 crypto show on Rumble for a reason, the Crypto Power Hour. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, the future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these canine units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit WarriorDogFoundation.org.
All right, welcome back to the Crypto Power Hour, powered by Solum Global. Here we your host, Lance Migliaccio. Yours truly, George Valentine. We got Crypto Mafia in the chat and our crypto army out there. Listen, if you're watching, come join the chat if you can. And if you don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, the like button, the follow, the share. Hit them all. Even that subscribe button if you can for $5 a month. Helps out with overhead, every little thing. We got our Rumble wallet up there. You want to throw some crypto there? Whatever.
Yeah, you want to throw 10 or 15 Bitcoin into that wallet, feel free to do so.
Why you got to take on my thing, man? That's my thing.
I said 10 to 15. You said only up to 10.
Just the point of you bringing it up.
I see what you said, and I raised you.
Yeah. We're struggling. We're struggling trying to get
Okay.
10 Bitcoin. You want to get 15 now. I don't know about that, but anyway,
Maybe if we ask for 15, we'll get 10.
I'm gonna call Jonathan. Say, Jonathan, I need some
All right.
Bitcoin. All right. Shout out to
How
our
about some
sponsor.
Bold, Jonathan. We were supposed to get some bold prepper bars. What happened to that?
That ain't happening. You forgot
Yeah,
about
that's
us. All right. Lance and I had the perfect solution for the people who can't watch their crypto 24/7. I'm talking about BlockTrustIRA.com. They're bringing access to cryptocurrency wealth to everyday people. That's right. Their exclusive Animus AI training platform works 24/7, analyzing market data and executing advanced crypto strategies that go far beyond buy and hold. This sophisticated technology, once reserved only for Wall Street insiders, not anymore because it's available to you. It's no surprise this system was named #1 crypto technology platform by Bitcoin Magazine out of more than 1,500 global competitors. Our clients are already seeing over 250% returns on their investments. Oh, with military-grade security and up to $200 million insurance, your wealth is fully protected. So don't wait. Visit BigMidCrypto.com today and see how you can join this financial revolution that's finally giving everyday Americans access to the crypto opportunity of a lifetime. Once again, visit BigMidCrypto.com today and you can get up to $2,500 of free crypto. QR code's right here next to me. Take a screenshot. Links in the chat. Links in the more section on the video. It's everywhere. But don't wait, because you're going to make it big. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I love that product, by the way, guys. Check it out. And again, it's not just hype on the show. It's the fact that for people that don't have the ability to do what George and I do, where we're entrenched into crypto every day, it's a great way to get involved, lower risk, and they love volatility. So you get the opportunity of the up and down in market, and their AI resources thousands of data sets. Not possible as a human being to do that. So, George, I'm not liking this.
No?
I just think it sets a bad precedent. I think it's a bad look. And you guys are asking yourself right now, what the hell are George and Lance talking about?
Well,
yeah, you go ahead, George.
we're talking about Trump is going to host, listen to this, guys, a meme coin conference at Mar-a-Lago on April 25th this year. I don't know why, because meme coins are pretty much down in the you-know-what, that white porcelain thing. I mean...
and you're right. I mean, you got to call a spade a spade. We always tell you stable coins, altcoins. Altcoins are really where the money's at. If you want to make money, a stable coin is just to dip your toe in the water. But a meme coin, listen, it's high risk arbitrage. They don't have any utility. And that includes the Trump coin at this point. If it had some utility, I might be more responsive. But here's a token. And, of course, you're talking about, so this event was organized by one of the biggest investors in the Trump meme coin. His name is Bill Zanker. Now, he's one of Trump's longtime business partners behind this token. And he's leading this gathering. So Trump is listed as a featured guest. But this is the second time, first of all, this marks the second time that meme coin event tied to Donald Trump. The first took place last year at one of his Virginia golf courses. Now, this is a token that at its all-time high, George, I think it was 73 and change. And right now, it's in the dump. It's $2 and, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, 90 cents, I think. Probably, I think right now it's sitting at around $2 and maybe 90 cents. Goes to $4. It's got some volume, 159 volume average a day. And right now, I guess the 7-day average is around 278. But George, I just don't think a sitting president that has the influence in the crypto world that Donald Trump has should be at an event discussing his meme coin. I didn't like the meme coin when it came out of the gate. And a lot of people made money. There was a lot of pump and dump that happened. A lot of people lost money. I mean, $73 was its all-time high. Can you imagine?
So, I mean, he has brought crypto to the forefront in the United States. I mean, if he didn't win the election, God, I don't know where it'd be with crypto, where we would be with crypto right now. XRP would probably still be with their lawsuits. I mean, it'd be in shambles. But why the meme coin? So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Somebody, whether it be Trump or somebody high up there, is going to introduce some new meme coin where people are already going to have money into it. They're going to have value. Once they announce it, everybody's going to jump on it. It's going to jack the price up. People who bought it in the beginning that were able to can make a lot of money and bow out, just like all these other meme coins. I mean,
you know what else is interesting, George? He's already got the White House Correspondents' Dinner on his calendar. This is in direct conflict. So even if he attends,
why it's the same day?
It's the same day. And the truth of the matter is, it would seem to me that he's already committed to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which I think is an important event. I think he'll probably go to that. What does that mean? He's going to come into Zoom to do the other appearance? Is he going to Zoom in?
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe he's not going to be there. Maybe he's just hosting it at Mar-a-Lago.
It has him listed as a guest, a featured guest.
I mean, they might do that just way to get people there.
Yeah.
Think about it. Trump's going to be there. You know, all the high rollers.
Trump should put a kibosh on this. I don't think the timing is right.
They're still going to have the Clarity
Act.
Hold on.
You've got Elizabeth Warren and Schiff and Blumenthal already sent a letter to Zanker. They're demanding details. I don't know. The conference is dangling access to the president, which I think in itself is unsavory.
Regardless if he doesn't do it or not, they're still going to have their meme coin conference, these people. So it's, you know, it is what it is. I mean, who knows? Yeah. But I'd rather see them all work for the Clarity Act, you know?
Yeah, and let me be clear, on this show, we really, so far, there's been very few meme coins with utility. They're very risky. I'm not telling you can't mess around with it. George and I have messed around with them just to learn. Honestly, we haven't really made any money. We haven't lost any major money because we've never bet any major money. And we probably never would. We risk our money on the long-term vision of coins that are like the coins in the ISO 2002 tokens, XRP, Ethereum, Solana, XDC, XLM, Cardano, HBAR, header hash graph, those are the coins. So, all right. Clarity Act. Yep. I guess the White House just dropped a report, George.
They did? Well, what are they doing it? I mean, they dropped a report. Does that mean anything for us? Who knows? Because they're saying it's a direct hit to the banks. It's regardless. It's our esteemed elected, and I hate to say it, politicians, Congress and Senate, the ones that are going to draw up the act and put it through vote. Even though, we may not want things in it, they don't care. They're going to do what they want. But what they say, the White House Council of Economic Advisors found that banning stablecoin yield would only increase bank lending by $2.1 billion. Gee, no kidding. I don't even know why bankers are even involved any which way on this bill. They had their banking stuff for how many years now? They're antiquating their ways. They don't want to change. They want to be greedy. So we found a better way. Now they're first they were all bad against crypto. Some are jumping on the bandwagon, but now they want to control it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and here's the deal: it would only increase bank lending by $2.1 billion. Just got you guys know the numbers. That's 0.02% of total bank loans. Meanwhile, it would cost consumers $800 million in lost welfare, and I believe the number's even higher. And of course, the bank's biggest argument for stalling the Clarity Act and fighting behind the scenes, they're worried about deposits flying out of the banks.
Just think about your statement right there.
Yeah.
Just say the bank's biggest argument for stalling the Clarity Act. Listen to that statement. Why are the banks even involved?
No doubt.
Why are politicians even allowing this?
Well, we just covered it. You heard about some of the yields. The banks have been overcharging us on credit card interest, overcharging us on mortgage rates, overcharging us on interest for decades. And yet, what do they give you back? Oh, they're going to give you 0.5%, 1%, 2% on a money market. And you got to lock your money up. But of course, they're claiming that yield-bearing stablecoins would drain trillions from the banking system. And I want to say something. If that happened, well, tough shit. At the end of the day, people need higher yield. They're not even keeping up with inflation when they give you money market rates. If inflation is 2, 3, 4%, and they're only giving you 1% on a money market or 1.5%, they're not even keeping up with inflation. So you're losing money, leaving your money there in savings or money market funds. So, listen, I think the White House called that fear overstated. I don't know if it's overstated because at the end of the day, people want higher yield and the banks are not going to do it. They're going to charge you the 30+% on credit cards, penalties and defaults and all the rest of it. And for let me say this, what we're saying right now for tokens like XRP, this is major. We know the Clarity Act's been stuck in the Senate Banking Committee because the banks are lobbying nonstop for near total ban on stablecoin yields. They don't want any of that stuff that we just discussed at the beginning of the show. So it's a stalemate, right? And now that even the White House is saying the bank's case doesn't hold up. The data doesn't support their argument. The numbers are tiny compared to the total lending market. Now we're talking about real world assets and all the rest of it. Ripple already has RLUSD live on XRPL with a market cap crossing 1.36 billion. It's already done. And of course, XRP is sitting at the center of this bridge liquidity layer. Let's put up that post just so you can see where this is the White House statement. The model finds that eliminating yield would increase bank lending by just 2.1 billion, about 0.2% of total loans, while resulting in a roughly 800 million net welfare loss, meaning the cost to a consumer outweigh the benefits to the system. And I agree. Now, Trump goes on, he kind of drops a nuclear bombshell. He's saying the entire financial system is going on chain. And we told you this before, it's happening. The old system, the SWIFT system is antiquated. And of course, this new structure bill could unleash massive institutional adoption and position the United States along with products like XRP, which is the major piece of the SWIFT replacement system. They could potentially be, of course, the undisputed leader of the new financial banking system. So let's play the clip, George.
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
So Trump said the entire financial system is going on a chain. Can we get the whole voting system on a chain too? Let me play the clip.
Let's do it.
Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after?
Interesting.
We always try to make you aware of things going on when it comes to attacks on crypto wallets, hacks, groups that are poaching on people, like pig butchering attacks coming out of Asia. Bitcoin wrench attacks. So this is a crime ring that just got busted out of Tennessee, and it's called a wrench attack on Bitcoin holders. They did it across California, San Francisco, Sunnyvale, San Jose, and Los Angeles. So they hacked into, now listen to this, the strategy here, George. This is unbelievable. They hacked into victims' DoorDash and Uber Eats accounts to figure out, first of all, where they lived. They did this because some people were boasting about wallets, just like you've said many times, George, putting things online where they're, oh yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, going to events. They think that these people aren't at the events around them and they're talking about how much Bitcoin they have. So now listen what they did. They showed up posing as delivery drivers. And once inside, they zip-tied and duct-taped victims at gunpoint while a remote operator using a voice modulator directed them through draining the wallets. So we're talking about, of course, kidnapping here, but in one case, they sold $13 million. And in another one, the victim's wallet didn't show the amount the attackers expected. The voice on the phone ordered him to cut off the victim's fingers until he revealed the real account. Now, this is a person that boasted online from the research I did. And when it came time, there's a new strategy, George, called a duress wallet, where you have a wallet that has like maybe, let's say you have 100 Bitcoin, and you have a wallet that has like 3 Bitcoin in it. So this is the strategies, but this is a case where it's not necessarily going to save you. These attackers came in with specific intel about how much their targets held. They knew which wallets they had. The number didn't seem to match the number they expected. So the situation, of course, gets escalated, whether they're going to chop off your fingers. So physical attacks, George, this is gigantic. Physical attacks on Bitcoin holders jumped 75% in 2025. Now, these are from kidnappings or otherwise. And the confirmed losses from those events, some of them got away and some of them didn't, $40 million. So if you're holding any meaningful amount of Bitcoin, don't talk about how much you hold, man. Shut the frick up. Don't talk about it online. Don't talk about it at meetups. Don't talk to friends or try to boast to girls to impress them, showing them your wallets. Because my understanding is some of these groups were using attractive women as part of the hook. So I think operational security always starts with not making yourself a target in the first place. And if you get an unexpected delivery or somebody is knocking on your door, why even open the door? I mean, in this case, this ring, they used real food delivery apps to build trust before showing up at the door. So look, multi-sig and time lock transactions are always worth looking into. They're not just for security against hackers, but because they make it physically impossible to hand over funds under duress. And if the coins literally can't move for 48 hours, there's no point in holding someone at gunpoint. So self-custody is always a responsibility. And the trade-off for you being your own bank is you'll also your own security team. So you got to be careful. You can't lose the seed phrases. You can't lose the cold storage wallets. So, George, you've been one of the most vocal guys on just shut the hell up, man. Stop talking about how much crypto you have.
I don't have any Bitcoin. That's why I keep asking for it. Just saying. Either does Lance.
Nope. We don't have any crypto at all. We just talk about crypto.
I mean, it's crazy. Even though it says if your coins literally can't move 48 hours, what's the point? Well, there's people that
might hold you.
They'll hold you for 48 hours. They'll take you and bring you somewhere else.
I mean, we've seen some cases. We saw a couple people get held and get tortured for days. So, this is, the number one thing, man. And let me say something to you. If you're traveling with that crypto wallet, you've got lots of reasons that you've got to think that through. We already talked about some countries that want you to show them your crypto wallet and what you have in it. Traveling is tricky. You got to watch the countries you're going to. And whatever you do, man, don't boast to your neighbors. If you're moving or you're moving into a bigger house, or keep your mouth shut. Even relatives, you never know, man. Resentment, greed is a funny thing. It can really change your family, your loved ones, your friends. You just never know. Better off to place it close to the vest. California Democrats, as usual, they always got to feel some way to scam or steal. They just legalized stealing your Bitcoin and crypto, George. Tell me about this.
Sounds like China, Hong Kong over there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to call it a communist hellhole. That's what they are if they're doing this. They passed a bill to seize your Bitcoin after just 3 years of inactivity on exchanges. This is under fake unclaimed property laws.
Wow.
So I'm just curious. So you tell me Satoshi Nakamoto's wallet, if he allegedly lived in California, it's been dormant, no activity, they're going to take it? I'm just curious, Lance.
That's probably what they're thinking.
Hold on. How are they going to get into these wallets?
I imagine they're going to try to force the exchanges, but they don't realize that that's going to be damn near impossible.
Force exchanges, they don't have your seed phrases and stuff.
I know.
I mean, that just shows you how dumb California politicians are.
Yeah.
You don't believe me? We got the clip. I'm going to play the clip. Listen
yeah, it's hard
shit.
to believe this, isn't it?
Oh my God. It sounds like China and Hong Kong. All right, here we go.
File item 186, AB 1052 by Assemblymember Valencia. Clerk will read.
Assembly Bill 1052 by Assemblymember Valencia, an act relating to digital assets.
Assemblymember Valencia, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, muy buenas tardes, members. AB 1052 will establish a legal framework to legitimize digital assets, also known as cryptocurrency and blockchain, and unclaimed property law. California must protect consumer assets and embrace the legal recognition of digital assets, crypto, and blockchain as we continue to modernize our economy and the systems in our society. With that, I respectfully ask for a yes vote.
Thank you, Assemblymember Valencia. All debate having ceased, the clerk will open the roll. All members vote who desire to vote. All members vote who desire to vote. All members vote who desire to vote. Clerk will close the roll, tally the votes. Ayes 69, no 0. The measure passes.
You want to know how stupid he is? He kept saying to, the digital assets, this and that, and he kept referring to also blockchain like it's a digital asset.
Yeah. They're just trying to figure out a way to jack people.
They just want to listen. They're whatever they can do to get money, raise taxes, anything, because they're hemorrhaging over there. I mean, this is stupid.
With Newsom stealing the money at the leadership, it's pretty ugly there in California. I'm at this point, I don't know why anybody would move there. I know there's lots of beautiful cities in California, San Diego being one of them.
You know what, Lance? That's like saying you're taking a savings account, throwing $30,000 and just leaving it there to collect interest, not do nothing with it. And you're telling me if you don't add something to it or take something from it, in 3 years they're going to take it. That's the same thing.
That don't use any activity. They bought Bitcoin as a buy and hold, and they're not active in the account. They're holding it as an investment. A lot of people are doing it, so I think it's pretty crazy. But that's California, right? Another reason not to move there. So,
wait a second. I have a question. So if you, and this is, I didn't hear the whole bill or see it. So if you buy, let's say, I'll just use Bitcoin because they're talking about any crypto really. So if I buy Bitcoin on exchange, but if I move it to just a wallet, so let's say I buy Bitcoin on Coinbase and I move it to my MetaMask wallet. So they're not talking about it's unless they put specific language. They said on exchanges.
But would you really want to play a game in California? Is there enough reasons to move to California? High tax rates, ridiculous, destructive government. And now you've got another reason not to move there. Why do you even want to have to worry about a dialogue?
They're building more studios back here in New Jersey now?
They're building, I'm sorry, what?
More studios here. Because they're trying to, originally, before
Hollywood studios, George, because it was confusing what you just did.
So,
explain to the audience what you're trying to say.
So they're building more like studios for filming. Because I think they're trying to leave Hollywood. Because originally, it used to be here in New Jersey. Then it left and went to California, I guess, because of the weather and stuff. But everybody's overseeing, the way the taxes are and everything that they're leaving it. It's kind of weird because even Netflix is building a huge, big complex out here in Jersey. But there's other
Las
places.
Vegas also. They're doing a lot in Nevada. Interesting. But I don't blame them. Look, California, there's a number of reasons not to move there. The corrupt election system, the fires, you name it, water supply. Now they want to steal your crypto. The list just goes on and on and on. If you're smart, there's a lot of other places to live in the United States. I would not be thinking about California.
All right, this is a goodie right here.
Product. This is a great product if you really understand it. So I want to explain to you what a self-repaying mortgage is. So this is using Bitcoin in this case. It's the simplest way to buy a house because let's say theoretically you're going to buy a house for cash. And if you believe that Bitcoin is going to go up, this would be a much better way to do it. And you don't have to sell any of your Bitcoin. Listen how this works. Bitcoin is a collateral, 100% loan to value. So the lender uses the house plus the Bitcoin as the security for the loan. So it's dual collateralized. So instead of you paying cash, you're going to give them a Bitcoin equal to the value of the home. You get the keys today and you get to keep 100% of your Bitcoin tomorrow. So look at the rate. And what do they charge you for this? Now, that an average mortgage rate is probably around 6% right now here in the United States. You can get rates as low as 3% with a 33% loan to value. That means your down payment would be 33%, would be 1/3 of the loan amount. So you got zero liquidation risk from your Bitcoin. The Bitcoin stays 100% yours. Doesn't matter, bankruptcy, remote SPV, BitGo custody, never rehypothecated. There's no credit checks, no income verification. And you're asking why self-repaying. So as Bitcoin grows, it helps accelerate the payoff while you keep every Satoshi. You live in the house now, you keep your sound money forever. No forced sales, no margin calls. Bitcoin as a pristine collateral. Tell me this isn't a way to build wealth smarter, George. What a great deal, huh?
It's phenomenal. You get to keep
3% mortgage rate, George.
And bear in mind that 3%, if the interest rates on mortgages ever go down, I bet you that will drop even less.
And George, now you get to hold the Bitcoin. So the potential, if you believe that Bitcoin is going to be growing for the next 5 to 10 years, and you need to put a down payment anyway, or you're going to pay cash for a house, as an example, why wouldn't you want to do this with Bitcoin?
I can't
Makes
think of
sense.
a reason why not.
Exactly.
I'm going to do it.
So
We're good. We can
This is-
close if you want, or you want to do the next
yeah,
one.
let's do this. Let's just go ahead and close.
All right, close us out, bro.
Do it. All right, guys, listen, we love you. We appreciate you having tuned in. Now, listen, man, hit the follow button. We're getting tens of thousands of views in here. A lot of you guys are watching the show. You're not hitting the follow button. Top priority. It's a way to say thank you to George and Lance. We're putting a lot of work into these shows. Hit the follow button. Leave a comment. Next time you come, get into the chat. Let us know you're here. And don't forget to follow Solum Global on X, the Crypto Power on X. Of course, my co-host here, the man of the hour, G. Ballantine on X, Lance Migliaccio on X, and the Big Mig Show on X. Follow us. Do that for us. If you can do the paid subscription for $5 a month, then listen, do this for us. Head over to YouTube after the show. Please go over there and just subscribe. Even if you just have an account on YouTube, maybe you're going to continue to watch on Rumble here. But go help us grow our base on Rumble. It's over on YouTube. It's important to us. And we're on every major podcast platform. Find us just in case you can't be here for the live show. You can listen to us at work. Maybe put the earset in. Nobody knows what you're listening to. Great way. Don't miss out on generational wealth. Thank you, guys. George, last words, buddy. We got another show today at 11 a.m.
See you at 11 a.m. Dr. Schwartz will be coming on with us. Having fun. It's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Stay blessed.
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, the future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these K9 units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit WarriorDogFoundation.org